Hey y'all, what's going on? It's the Coastal Critiques panel, and we are back again with another recap review for The Real Housewives of Dubai, Season 2, Episode 11, entitled Hold Your Horses. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Hi.
Hey there. Hi there. Ho there.
We're back again, y'all. We said we was going to be coming to y'all, again this week. So just thank us later. Thank us later.
Yes. So we're back with another recap and review for Dubai, you guys. We are dwindling down to the last of it, I believe. We might only have like one more. It didn't say finale though for the next one. Just
no, it hasn't yet, but I mean, it's getting down there. We know it's getting down there.
Yeah, it looked like even more mess gonna start again between looks like Lesa and Talene. I know Lesa looks like she's going off on somebody else, but then Talene for some reason always gets her pointing involved in something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So yeah, guys, let's take care of the business. Make sure you guys are subscribe to Barb and I's channel, California Cutie, and BarbMeetsWorld. We are streaming from both channels because we're both just trying to get our viewership up, so it just makes it easier for both of us. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share, and make sure you guys leave us a comment, especially on our playback game. The engagement always throws us in the algorithms, and that's where we're trying to be at. So we definitely need you guys to engage with us, right, sister?
Yes, we do. We definitely love coming to you all and giving you this content, but it has to be, a bit of a reciprocal relationship. We give you guys the content, you give us some likes, some subscribes, some shares, things like that. So that's just how I see it. This episode definitely, like I said the other day, it kind of didn't catch my attention at first. So I had to, of course, rewatch it like I always do. And the second time I picked up on a lot more things than I did the first time. So I can't really jump into all of that, y'all. I don't know where we are on views or anything like that. As far as the episode, I don't know how it's been
if it's been declining or if it's been climbing the charts. Because we've been trying to keep up with it.
No. Ooh, I'm mad I even looked. New series low. This is bad. 238,000 viewers.
Ooh.
I mean, but again, y'all, a lot has to do with, and I want to say someone spoke on this. I don't remember which content creator it was, but we have to keep in mind that they are in a different time zone. They're in a whole different culture. Like their stuff is everything is just so different than anything else that has to do with any of the other franchises that I feel like they're graded on a different scale, and they actually have more viewership at the same time, or I should say their audience resides in a lot of places. I'm just meaning like the whole them being over there, their demographic of viewers over there, it's just different than the audience that like the Real Housewives of Miami or the Real Housewives of New York or et cetera, is going to pull in, because they're seen as like those girls over there is what I've been told by, I can't remember who said that in their video, but they kind of broke it down. I was like, oh, okay. And we have to think too, a lot of people are streaming the episodes like the day of and stuff. So these numbers don't account for all of that. And I actually think that the reason why the show is structured the way it is, and why, again, we don't get down and super low down and dirty all the time, is because they are, of course, then held to a different standard based on, legal system over there and stuff. They can't be acting, too crazy, of course, otherwise they're going to be behind somebody's bars. So I think all those types of things like just play a role as to like how the show is, being rolled out. And of course, we can't ignore the fact that they waited 20 million years to come back to us with it. So
a lot of people detached.
Yes, we're not giving up. But
we're in for the long haul, y'all.
We're only 2 people, so hopefully people keep, watching it. Otherwise, I don't know. We're gonna be having to come down here and talk about something else. Anyway,
no disrespect, goodbye. No disrespect.
No, not at all. I enjoy it. It's just unfortunate that everybody else
don't seem to see it that way, or don't tune in.
But anything else? Do we need to? I think that's pretty much it. We could probably just jump right into it.
Yep. Do some things, but yeah. I was just gonna pull my little bit of notes that I got up, and there they are. Because we start off with what you drinking?
Because my straw is green, and because this is like green, it looks like.
Oh, you're okay. Because that's why I asked you what you were drinking. Because it looked hot pink, and I was like, "What are you drinking?"
It's definitely blue green, and the straw is green.
Got it. So it's picking up the brick. It's picking up the green background.
It looks super crazy.
All right, so we pick up with Ayan and Chris at they go to a beautiful place to go eat. To have their brunch or whatever, or what lunch. And we find out Ayan basically don't cook. Like literally, she like, girl, she was like, "Are you hungry?" As if she didn't leave home with him. And did you make something today? Like, are you hungry?
She said, "You, my black hole is what keeps you around."
Well, because the saying goes, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Which she, of course, chopped and butchered up, and he had to, of course, tell her how it really goes. And then from that, she then took it that way. Which, I mean, hey, they seem happy, so I guess her black hole.
They really do. They don't look like they're faking and phony. And like when she asked him how's he doing, like she literally like is concerned, and he really literally answered or even said I just want to hang out with you this morning, so I took off. And it was just like, she was like, oh, that's nice. And it wasn't like, it didn't feel like we're doing this for the cameras. It feels like they genuinely like each other and they really, care about the other one, what's going on in the other one's life. So, yeah, I
that too.
And it was funny because Ayan said, because we don't know she's between the age of 45 and 50, that Chris is 49. So she could be older than her husband. They could be the same age. She could be younger. We don't know. But the fact that she says, well, I mean, I could be, then that would make me a sugar mother. I said, not the sugar mother.
She meant cougar, man. Like, it's like you meant.
She meant to say sugar mama.
She meant to say sugar mama, but I'm saying even beyond that, though, she still meant cougar because I don't, like, you mean because you're older than him, then you would be the.
So, Ayan makes me laugh because she doesn't take anything that she says really serious unless it's talking about her beauty brand or, modeling, and not even with her son because she's a zip dang fool with that little boy. That boy ain't little. He's 17. So, yeah, she makes me laugh when she's with them because even she messes up the riddles. She can't even get a joke out right. She would mess the whole thing up. So yeah, it's fun to watch. To me, it's fun to watch Ayan talk to her family. But then they talk about what happened in Bali. Because Lesa did call Chris, Ayan's husband, when she couldn't get in contact with Rich, her husband, on the first ring. And so, Chris was, probably a deer in headlights, like, what is going on? But anyway, Ayan said they was one of the most peaceful places she'd been, but it was a damper on Lesa and her relationship or friendship, with them arguing. And but Chris did tell her, that they would be friends again. The only problem with that, yeah, you can probably be friends again, but it won't be the same. You know, you take away a lot when you disrespect somebody or tell them to shut the F up, get the F out of here. The only thing is, I didn't hear the word B come out of their mouth. So if it would have been shut the F up or get the F out, B, I feel like that even takes it to the next level when you're upset. So I kind of feel like she really just was telling them to get out because, especially if you walked in there talking about, are we going out? Yeah, girl, if you don't, are you okay? Because you ain't about to put me through the Twilight Zone. But anyway, getting back to Ayan's telling Chris how, you know, it kind of went down. And he also, you know, he pretty much was like, but I knew you guys, you guys never, Ayan says, well, we never went that far. We never had this kind of argument. And especially in front of somebody, we've never got that disrespectful with one another. But Ayan really didn't get disrespectful. She was trying to figure out, why are you saying you can't trust me? Because really, if you can't trust me, that means Sara can't trust you because you sent me to know and she sent you to know. So if I'm not to be trusted, you're not to be trusted either. That's how I look at it. I mean, that's just what I was thinking. But anyway, Jan was really hurt that she did it in front of everyone. So it was more embarrassing probably than anything. That's why she excused herself away from the table at that time. And for Lesa to, go to the room and act like everything didn't just transpire or that you even said that she's not trustworthy anymore. It's like, girl. So I can understand why Ayan did that. They keep doing that split screen thing where they'll have them. We get this little bit of conversation between Ayan and Chris, and then we flip over to, Lesa and Rich. But I think, basically, Ayan did just tell her husband that it hurt her feelings that she said it in front of everybody, and she told her to get the F out of her room when she came and checked on her. And like I said, we go back. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, so we go back over to Lesa telling her husband, Rich, about what happened. What I do like about Rich, he's sensible. I like that he's sensible, and I'll get to why I think he's sensible. But Lesa ends up trying to tell her husband, the Bali trip wasn't, as good as it could have been better. And Rich is like, well, Bali is chill. You should have been chilled and relaxed. It should have been cool. And she's like, yeah, until Ayan, showed Stanbury threw her under the bus, is what she said. Stanbury threw Ayan under the bus and told everybody that she heard this voice note that Ayan had, but we didn't know it came from Lesa. So literally, she threw both of them under the bus. And so Rich was just like, yeah, but you guys can get through it. Both the husbands think that they can work through this, which is weird when y'all never been through this kind of situation before. Because I don't think if y'all got that mad where you caught the husbands, it's different. That's a hit different. You know what I mean? And like you said, it's different over there where they're at. They can't get to raw Ryan and F you back, girl, and what you want to do or any of that, So yeah, I feel like the husband's taking it lightly because the wives are telling them, but not really, like they're not getting it. I don't think. What do you think? Do you think they're playing it a little bit?
I don't really think it's that as much as it's just, I think above all else, they're just trying to be of a source of comfort to their wives at this time. I think that they're just trying to not downplay it, not ignore their feelings or anything like that. Just more so just trying to, for lack of a better phrase, I guess you would say, like, talk them off the ledge, just kind of just keep them grounded. I don't really think that if you're with another person, I think you guys need to know when it's best to balance each other out versus you guys can't both be on go all the times. And in this situation, that I more so mean, like, if they would say like, oh yeah, you guys probably aren't going to recover from this. Oh yeah, that's just too bad or whatever. I think they've validated their wives' feelings without adding more fuel to the fire, or because at the same time, if you say that to the wrong person, if you say something like that to someone like me, sometimes I tend to overthink things. So if I need somebody sometimes to keep me like grounded and to not have me going one way. Yeah. So yeah, maybe that's what they're doing.
I got you. I just was wondering because I was like, because it does feel like they apologized, they hugged it out and everything, but when they go to speak about it, it seems like it's more or that.
You know why? And I'm actually glad you brought this up because you see it later on in the episode, and I wrote it down. And I'll bring it in when it came up. It's because we got to remember that the confessionals were filmed afterwards. So whatever the real big deal breaker is going to be or whatever for them, for Ayan and Lesa, that hasn't happened yet in front of us. But as they're speaking the confessional and stuff, they already are. They're already not friends. That's already after the final breakdown of the friendship. So they can't obviously spoil it, but I always felt like that was weird. First of all, my memory is not good enough to want to film back. Yeah, maybe
the producers probably bring it up to them and question.
I'm sure they watch or whatever, but I just need to know how I felt in them. I just need to get it off my chest closer to when it happened. If we're doing a confessional 6 months later, 3 months later, 4 months later, like I was saying how that works for them. But yeah.
Yeah, they don't hit the same. You don't have the same feeling. You kind of over it. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I don't know if you. Oh yeah, Lesa tried to tell Rich. You know, when Ayan told her, you know, get out of my room, she slammed the door. So it picks up with Lisa's like, so she slammed the door, you know, slammed the room in my face, and then Rich is like, you must have did something to provoke that. And she's like, no, I just said that I wouldn't trust her. I don't trust her as far as, and I would never send her another voice note. Well, if that's your friend, that says a lot. That you're trying to make it seem less than what it is, and you didn't say it one time. Like if you'd have been like, dang, I can't trust you no more, and then shut up about it. No, you kept saying it. You kept making sure she heard you. You made sure the other girls heard you, so they could be like, ooh, she's going off on her friend. She really mean business. So yeah, no, nope. Yeah. Not going trying to lessen it to Rich, but I love that's why I said Rich seems level-headed because he was like the one to be like, well, I don't see her just doing that. You had to do something to provoke it. No, I didn't. I just all I said was. So I don't like when people do that. Don't try and lessen it, honey bun.
She did it later too when her and Stanbury were talking.
Oh, you know what? I think I remember what you're talking about. I'm sorry, my notes got pushed down. So then we flip back over to Chris and Ayan, and Chris asked about the standings between Ayan and Stanbury. How do you feel about what happened, or did you guys get to discuss how she threw you under the bus for the most part? Ayan said she felt played by Stanbury, and that she has to take her time to let the friendship. They both agreed to take a step back so that they can, I guess, try and rebuild their friendship. But Ayan will come to something I wanted her to come to that I was been waiting for her to say. She says it at the end of it, so we'll get to it. But yeah, she's just saying, I'm gonna take my time. I'm not about to rush into no friendship with Stanbury. So I agree she should not. What was you about to say, sis?
I think everybody has that feeling right now of kind of like take a step back, evaluate the situation, because at the end of the day, like I feel like it was still kind of and it's not to ignore anyone's feelings, but I think it was still kind of a stupid matter that got blown out of proportion. And while getting blown out of proportion, I think some major character flaws were shown for Lesa, for Ayan, for Sam, for everybody involved. I feel like it was the actual substance of the issue was like dumb and trivial in my opinion, but they added fuel to the fire based on how each person responded. Lesa talking about I can't trust you, whatever. Ayan going off, slamming doors, whatever. Stanbury throwing it out there in the first place, trying to be humorous or whatever. Like I think everybody's like slip showed in a way that has probably the other 2, 3, however many people looking at them kind of like, okay, that situation wasn't that serious, but I see how you can possibly move if we have another issue in the future. So now I got to step back and figure out and reevaluate like how I want to handle you as a friend, because I see the type of behaviors that you are capable of. So I think that's where most of them are at.
Which, I mean, that's smart. Please pay attention. Please pay attention.
Life. Like not even like to be malicious, not even to be stirring up a shade or anything like that. But I just feel like anybody in life, y'all, like when anything happens, good, bad, indifferent in life, you do need to take the time to reflect on your role in it, reflect on just reflect. Again, positive or negative. And I feel like I guess that's what they're doing in the situation. What they take from that reflection is totally on them. That later on, I guess, as things continue to stir up and transpire going forward. But I think that's just where we're at right now.
I can't be mad at that. I like I said, I'm kind of proud of all of them doing that instead of jumping over the ledge, like, because that's usually what happens.
Like they could have just started, oh yeah, we're definitely not friends anymore, block buttons, this, that, and other thing. But they made up a good enough in the moment to where they can go and take a step back and reflect and see like how I want to handle you moving forward.
Right. Love that. Gotta give it to them girls. Take notes, other housewives, even though y'all totally different. Do y'all thing. Do what you gotta do on your show. So Lesa, I'm gonna jump back over to Lesa and Rich. Lesa tells Rich that Stanbury wants to have lunch with her. She wants to have lunch with her, and Lisa's like, and it better not be her trying to justify how she threw Ayan under the bus, because basically Lisa's over that, and that's so weird to me that she don't want her to apologize for doing something that she did what was wrong. Well, like, you don't want her to apologize. You don't want her to take accountability. Or you're saying that if she does that, you're not going to, say you're not going to take the apology, basically, because that's what it would be. Her apologizing and saying that I didn't mean to throw her under the bus. And basically, Lesa tells her husband, yeah, and I called her a snake because that's snake behavior. And I was like, yeah, you did call her a snake. That's true. So yeah, do you have anything to say about that last scene? That I should have left that with that scene. Sorry. Yeah. So then we get over to Stanbury's. We go over to Stanbury's house, and I feel like it's the first time for everything. Stanbury says this is their first time that all her kids are home all at the same time under the same roof in their own rooms. Because I guess the kids go to boarding school usually. So I guess with that, she, she's happy that the whole family is home.
Boarding school?
Huh?
They go to boarding school?
I thought they did. Just like they.
So I think it was just because the boys weren't.
Oh, they were going with their dad. They were going with their dad.
With their dad or whatever. Because in this scene when Yasmin came in, she was about to go to school, like regular school. So I
know now. That's what I thought now, because I felt like that's what the kids were really talking about. If she even have another baby, what's gonna happen? At least they had each other, and
Yasmin meant like she won't be there, I guess, to like be one, to be like a second mom. I don't know what she meant by that, but I don't think that they've ever been in boarding school.
Okay, so she says that that's going to be something new for them, that they're all going to be under the same roof. and that, waking up and just being together way more, it's gonna get some used to. And that's what I'm saying. She's like, we gotta get used to it, or not used to it, but that's just something new. And I'm like, so y'all not all hadn't lived together before?
I don't think that's what she said. She was more like saying that she was like super elated to be all under one roof again. It's been such chaos. It was like between her and Sergio,
moving stuff.
Argued like finally we're all under one roof. Even if this person's in this room watching TV, if this person's over there, like at least we're finally all under one roof. And like she's just having this, I guess, like just great like moment of just like a sigh of relief. That's how I took it.
Okay, I was trying to figure out, because I was like, what, y'all all never lived together? I mean, true. I mean, they only been together a couple of years.
No, even the last time they were all under one roof, I'm sure it was only 5 minutes, and it was probably 5 minutes for the wedding. And they've been all gas, no breaks since they've met. So no, this is probably the first time that everybody's under one roof. We're not getting ready for a wedding. We're not going here. We could just have a family dinner and have regular like days of life. This is probably the first time.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So basically she tells Sergio, since the trip, a lot of the friendships, like we were just saying, everybody took a step back. Everybody's kind of in limbo a little bit to a certain extent. But basically, everybody's kind of mad at Stanbury. Like literally, she losing all her friends. She don't have no friends except for maybe her and Brooks. Remember, her and Brooks is mending their friendship. So, but she did ask Lesa to lunch. I said that. I'm sorry. I already said that. Oh, I don't know where I'm at. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sergio brought up her birthday.
Yeah.
Sergio brought up her birthday and stuff, and then and she's like, I'm not really worried about my birthday. I don't really care, trying to downplay it. And then they, production do as they do, and they show all these grand, beautiful balloon setups and happy birthday, Caroline, that for her 44th, her 45th, and her 46th birthday, that her honey bun, her tiki freak, set up for her. So he's trying to play it down like, oh, so you just want me to come in and say happy birthday to you? Oh, it's just gonna be, so that's all we're gonna do. And she was like, I'm fine with that. Girl, bye. You wouldn't be fine with that. Hey, Kev.
Hey, and I gotta comment back to your comment, Kevin. I do apologize. He commented on our Salt Lake City video, that we did the other day, and saying that he doesn't like candy corn. I mean, that's just more for me. That's just more for us to eat, Kevin. I
love candy corn. One of my kids don't like. Some of my kids don't like them, and I love that they don't, because it's more for me. Especially right now.
I only like the regular ones though. I don't. You know how like they do like
that fall
with the pumpkin and the.
No,
I just want the regular candy corn.
Yeah, because the consistency is not the same. That the shape is different.
It's like
it don't melt in your mouth like it's supposed to.
It's not right. It's wrong. It's not okay. Like
that's all right, Kev. More for us.
Ever bring me that bag?
Me either. I'm like, I don't even want to try. I might try it at somebody else's house, but I'm not buying it to try.
No.
So they talk about the birthday flashback and all that. Stanbury is feeling like time is flying by. She's like, I'm getting that much closer to 50, and it does go by fast. When you hit like 47, you be like, dang. Then 48 hit quick, bam. 49 hit quick, bam. You be like, slow down, homeboy. Time, slow down, because it just seems to whoop. When you get, that's any year though, when you get to like your 27, 28, 29, you be like, oh my God, I'm 30 already. Then you get to the 36, 30, 37, 38, 39. Oh my God, I'm 40. Like literally at the end of each one, you start feeling that itch. So it's only right that she's feeling that, and she looks great. She's only going to be 47, right? 47th birthday. So yeah, I love that he was being facetious about her birthday. Yasmin, her daughter, walks in, and what I put, Sergio cannot make a. Oh, I said Sergio couldn't make her any more uncomfortable with what's going to happen in this scene because we find out that Brooks invited the ladies to go watch polo, and so she, looks like she did a voice note. Looks like she's making a voice note and inviting the ladies to come to watch polo, and she wants them to dress to impress because she will be grading them or crowning them with the best dress there. I don't know. I've never been to polo. I've never seen it in real person. I've only seen it on TV ever. I don't know nothing about. And then when you say it's golf on a horse, that just even sounds even crazier because golf is such a so steady and tranquil and one with your club. It's like, wait, what? Like, anyway, she tells them that Brooks invited them to go see polo, and so Yasmin says, "Mom, you're gonna play polo?" She's like, "Play polo," and Sergio's like, play polo. Yeah, right. Like, I mean, like, what would she do that? And then Stanbury's like, yeah, I wouldn't play polo. I mean, I dated somebody that had a team. That fool Sergio eyes was like, he was like, oh, laughing about the oh yeah, Stanbury play polo. And she was like, yeah, because I had a guy that owned the team. His face, it went so straight. I was like, poor Sergio. And then not to make it matters even worse, not to just to take the knife and start turning it. She ends up telling him, she was like, well, you know him because you wear his clothes. He's like, wait a minute, I'm wearing whose clothes? And even Yas was like, you wear his clothes? Like, she's like, well, you wear his company clothes, meaning he has his own brand of probably polo wear or golf wear or whatever wear, sports wear, whatever. So that's kind of funny too. That was funny to watch Sergio get so serious about his wife. And that was like, that's my woman. Don't tell me about your exes. Like that I thought that was a cute moment. Anything you guys say about that little part? Oh, wait. I forgot. He did say, yeah, you mean I'm wearing clothes by somebody that used to tiki? That was the embarrassing part to her daughter. I'm like, she's like, what Jasmine said, I'm embarrassed. Stanbury says, no, I'm embarrassed. And I was embarrassed for the both of y'all because I'm pleading him to not.
The only thing I have to say about that is when I don't know, maybe I'm putting 20 on 10. I don't know. Y'all can let me know in the comments. But I'm still picking up a weird energy between Yasmin and Sergio. And I guess again, I could just be making things up. But like when she first came in the room, I mean, I guess she was just coming in to say bye to her mom before she goes to school. I don't really know why she came in, because then just started talking about Brooks and the polo and all that stuff. But like the way that when she walked in, the way that her body was bladed, and I don't think I got a picture of it, but like her back was like almost like completely turned to Sergio, like she wasn't
no energy.
They jump in or whatever, she like barely like turned that way or whatever. I don't care. That's their house. I could care less. But I just feel like there's still trouble in paradise. They still haven't really moved forward. Obviously, it's not going to work overnight. I don't expect anyone to just change overnight. But I just was like, I still don't feel like she sees it for him, because she just was not paying him no mind. Like usually I feel like in that type of situation, you would walk in and like not have your back to anybody really. You would just kind of be like, this person's here, you're here. It was like, it was just that.
I remember with the beige pants on with that blue shirt on, because I can see her clearly with her back to him. Yes, yeah. My brain, I literally can see it.
I just was like, oh, okay.
You know what they always say, you can pick up on body language, and you might be right on that one. Probably, you know what I'm thinking? some of her friends has probably gotten here in not in her head, but she's probably had conversations with her friends and her peers, and confided in how uncomfortable it is for her mom to have such a young man as her husband, and so
Probably.
she gives him the cold shoulder without trying to be mean, but at the same time, like, I can't give you too much energy, you might start liking me.
Or she's like, Mom, what are you doing? Like,
then I feel like you should be giving your mama that attitude. Like, why did you go to surgery if you felt that way about your mom? Like, I feel like
doesn't take him, like I said earlier in the earlier episode, she probably don't take him serious. She's probably just like, this is just a phase she's clearly going through or something. Cause like, really, this guy? Like, she probably just is. It's not even that she maybe dislikes him as much as she just probably just doesn't take him serious, which is why she would say those jokes and stuff like that. He's just Sergio. He's just there probably to her. So that's probably why she didn't feel the need to acknowledge his presence. Really, like, you just live here.
You're just like the human backpack. Like, you're just my mom's boy. And he's not the boyfriend, but they treat him like he's just the boyfriend. That's what makes me nervous. It's like, I don't have to give you the respect as my stepdad, but he literally is your stepdad.
And also, like, if I was him too, I would be more like, he's like more concerned with wanting to have a baby than he is with rectifying the relationships that with his stepkids. Like, I would think that's what they should even though we know she don't want a baby. That would be the first thing that I would say about her. Like, let's fix this with the kids that are in the house already, because that's only just going to add more. Babies don't fix things, y'all. They don't fix things. So
they actually add a little bit more stress. Not a little bit, a lot more stress. No, they're bundles of joy. Let's be clear. They're bundles of joy. But those bundles of joy cry. They can't do anything for themselves for the first pretty much 3-4 years. Like, you literally have to take care of them. Like, and literally
issues in y'all's stuff, they're only going to be amplified with that. So I would just think they would want to get that on lock before even, again, we know she don't want to have a baby. This is beyond this. But say if they did want it, if they both did want to have a baby, this would still be a situation where you all should probably worry more about fixing it over here, because you know what that's going to create. If you guys don't fix it with them, then that's going to create 2 families. It's going to be you guys, and once those boys, they go off to college or whatever, like, if you guys don't fix all of this, it's just going to be like very much second family, and then this is my second family, and that's my first family type of stuff. There's not going to be any unity in the family at all. They're not going to feel attached to that baby at all, and vice versa.
Right. Yeah. You're right. He should be trying to rectify that with her, with the kids that are living, breathing, sitting right in front of you. Y'all got to make that right, because adding another kid is not, that ain't where it's at, bro. That ain't where it's at.
Absolutely not.
Anything else on that? That was the end of that segment. And then we get Ayan going to, I don't remember, I got Huda, but I don't have the last part. I don't remember the name. You pick up from right there, because this is right up my sis alley.
It is. Next we see Ayan, and she goes into the Huda Beauty headquarters. Huda Katan, she started off as like a YouTuber and a makeup artist and stuff like that, but now she's like booming, like literally, like she she goes over to her headquarters, and they go way back. Like, Ayan has known her since she first got to Dubai. She was doing her makeup. Like, they go back for real. So they go sit down, and she drops a lot of gems on her. Ayan, she's just online right now, but Huda's like, you need to get in Sephora. I can connect you today. I'm like, see, that is the type of friends you need, honey. Like, she's about to get her into Sephora. So they talk a little bit more, and she also tells her to get into some Italian manufacturers because they're only like 6 hours away. I'm like, smart.
Yep.
And she also talks about like self-sabotage. And she's like, you know, when she first started to like really be booming out here, she was like very much like, I don't feel like I deserve this type of stuff. And, you know, she doesn't want to see Ayan go through those same things as well. So she talks to her about that. And I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. And Ayan, you know, she's under the idea that she was chosen specifically out of her family, basically to walk this hard path in order to get them, you know, to the next level out here. And I was like, okay, you know, I can empathize with that. First of all, I can empathize with that. I am totally for that. And we've even seen Ayan talk in the past when she first brought up her business and stuff, like how she was saying, you know, it's a family business in her eyes and stuff like that. So I do think that she was serious when she means like, yeah, I think that this was the torch that I was given in life, and I'm making the best of it. And I just think that was a really good moment because, and it also gave her some like credibility out here too, because you're meeting with like some big names out here, whatever. We don't see nobody else on the show, or maybe that. No, I don't think anybody else is really out here meeting with big people like that and making moves like that. So I do wish her business the best, and it seems like she has good people to help kind of mentor her and stuff. So check out Ayan Beauty, y'all.
I think that was so dope. It was like me and her. What's wrong?
I just remember when I wanted to get a picture of how she looked in this scene, because the bald head with the beat, I was like, I need to shave my head. And the earrings, like she looked so beautiful in this scene. I meant to take a picture, but
she's flawless. I'm gonna tell you, I watched it with my youngest son, and he made me so mad. He didn't make me mad, but he was like, "You don't see she looked like Mega Mons," and I said, "She does not." He was like, "No, for real, mommy, for real," and I was like, "No, she don't." But I said, "Well, if I describe her." If I describe what she looks like, yes. But look like Mega Minds, no. Like, no. Yes, they got a bald head. Yes, their face is chiseled and got these certain features. Look alike, no, son. No. Don't come Ayan ever in your life. Okay, no. So, but what I was gonna say, I absolutely loved her friend for steering her right. The fact that she told her, she's like, yeah, you know, I'm new to the business and I'm doing, you know, I'm starting to send out emails and Huda says, oh, I don't do that. It's like, yes, girl, tell her. She's like, yeah. She was like, yeah, you know, because I'm new to this, and there was something else she said she doesn't do, and it was just the refreshingness of her telling her that don't self-sabotage. We're so good at self-sabotage. I hate that we do that to ourselves. We are always looking to, you know what, because we're starting from the bottom or we're starting from scratch. And who you're looking at is already built, made, done, went through the hard times, and you want to be that, but you didn't see the scraping and all that hard hitting the pavement that they got to get to where they are. So, you know, we're always thinking we're not doing enough or being as good as the person that we are admiring. So I love the fact that Huda told her that, or however you say her name, Huda. I love the way she I just like the way she talked to her, and then to turn around and tell that girl, where you at? Where you selling your stuff at? And she said, well, you know, it's on my website right now. She was like, that's cool, but definitely needs to be in the thing. And it was like, you need to be with Sephora. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly where she needs to be at. And for her to say, you know, I'm gonna make the call today. Never mind, I'm gonna call him and get back with you. She said, I'm making that call today. I said, girl, that's the type of friend I like. That's the type of friend. And the fact that I told her what, because she had already told her she would help her do whatever. And then Ayan went up to her office and, you know, just go talk to her. But the fact that she even came out of it with more than she walked in there with was just like, come on now, unmatched.
And it's not even to say, y'all, it's not even to say like you, like the people in your life are obligated to like put you on or nothing like that. Like absolutely not. But just in the dog eat dog world that we live in, it's really good to see, like, you know, there are still girls out here, because like she could have easily been like, like, you're kind of getting into my lane now. I don't really want to. She didn't even play any of those weird games. She, you know, she doesn't see her as competition or whatever. And I like that mentality, because especially in the beauty industry, like it's bad. It's really bad. People will think like, oh, I can't tell you this or that. I'm not going to tell you the products I use or whatever, because you're going to steal my client. Like, somebody's always thinking that you're about to steal their clients or whatever. And it's just good that I don't see any of that between them. Like, they genuinely do seem like they are cool. They're friends. They're locked in. So, I mean, that's the perfect person to help bring her up to the top. So she better use her. She better use this platform.
I love that.
She is.
I love to see it. I love to see the camaraderie. Hey, Jax. Hey, baby girl. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you so very much. Hey, little man. Did you hear me talk about you? Talk about how you tried to cut for Ayan, trying to say she looked like Mega Minds. That you ever. Don't you ever, Kens. Don't you ever do that. But thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it.
Joining us. After that, though, y'all, after we see them sit down, we get a blast from the past, y'all. We see Nina Ali. Yes, Nina Ali. She was on season 1. If you guys watched season 1, but she was back for a little quick. I mean, I heard that she filmed a few times, but as of right now, this is our first time seeing her this season, and she is accompanied by Saba, Sara, and Maktoum. And they're sitting down. I'm assuming, obviously, they're at Sarah's house, and they start to discuss, Saba's already tracking, but Sara takes this time to talk to Nina about her nanny. Apparently, there's been some weird shenanigans going on with her nanny, and we find out that Sara became privy to the fact that her maid liked to turn off the cameras in her home for periods of time and bring men into her home. Yeah, and Sara had no idea this was going on. And these men also began to ask about Sara and Maktoum's whereabouts when they were coming and going, asking for pictures of him, her, everything. And it's definitely giving kidnap ransom at this point. And Sara, even when she became aware of this stuff and she told her like she got to go, like she didn't want her around anymore, whatever. She noticed that when the old girl was packing her things in her room or whatever, she started to notice that she had like her gold chain, her mom's earrings, her panties. Yes, her panties, her personal panties. And so Nina's like, what? Like she's shocked, like through and through, because like this person was in your home, of course. Like, it's one thing when this type of things you hear about like happening outside or whatever, somebody at your job, but this is somebody that you had in your house around your child unattended. Like, so I understand how any mother, I would like to think if you are a reasonable person that you don't even have to be a parent to understand that that is like insane. So in Maktoum, he was right there, and he's traumatized, of course, through and through. And obviously Sarah's already told us that she doesn't keep any secrets from him, but in this case, like, she especially had to tell him because the police were going to be, you know, interviewing him and stuff like that. They need to gather all the information for the investigation and everything, right? So he like ran off at one point to do something or whatever, but like he is like really traumatized. I don't know if she went on and said it at this point or later on when she brings it up when they're all together at the polo match, but like he'd been like sleeping in her bed, like you don't want to be like out her sight pretty much.
Right here. She said it right.
She's at the bus stop like watching until it's out of the sight. Like she's not experiencing no expense. I'm pretty sure obviously she probably got the locks changed, she probably the whole probably new security system, all the things, because this is somebody like you can't even just like easily fire the person as much as like you have to fire them, and then you have to make all these life changes because you've let this person into your personal space, so they are privy to personal information that they could use to harm you. So she's not she's not taking this serious. And then they also discuss the Akin situation, and Nina, like the situation being how, you know, he tried to pull that whole you can't do the podcast for $45,000, which Sara really didn't wind up doing the podcast. She actually listened to him. I don't know why, but Nina's like, let me see your hands. She's like, no ring. Exactly. And even when there was a ring involved,
I got nothing to do with it. It got nothing to do with it.
Still be a situation, but especially what, like, you have basically, she was meaning obviously he has no bearing on your life. He don't do nothing. He don't run nothing in here. He don't help with nothing in here. So why should he be able to tell you what you can and can't do as far as like career moves out here? No. So Sara says that she actually propositioned him to turn down his own photo shoot because he had a photo shoot lined up for a couple $1,000s or whatever. And she used this to kind of like see if he would turn down something, you know, and put, you know,
if he would sacrifice, like she sacrificed.
If he would sacrifice this opportunity to put her first or whatever. And no, he wound up still doing the photo shoot.
And Saba was like, he did the photo shoot. Wait, what?
It's not clicking. So Nina's like, you know what, girl? Like, I just don't see it happening. Like, he might be cool, but like, I don't think he's the one for you. And Saba is like, he's insecure, period. But Sara, she's the one that really pissed me off because she's like, you know, I'm still going to try. And, you
know why she's doing that though? But you know why? Because she put Montum in him. As soon as she put that baby in there, now she's fighting for not just, oh yeah, I have a man, I want to be married again. It's not for him. It's the way he treats her son. And that's what she's scared to lose. But if you look at it, it seems like he probably was faking. Just like he was faking with you.
Okay. I don't want you guys to think I'm out here playing like the Easter Bunny and faking being nice to kids. That's not what's happening. But it's not really that hard you take the kid to the park, ice skate, like they're gonna like it's not that really hard to keep a kid like entertained and, you know, whatever. So yeah, he probably was doing the bare minimum there anyway. But I mean, yeah, I'm sure that amplified things. But at the same time, knowing her track record, I wouldn't put it past her to have still had this same reaction, even if she didn't fully put him into or bring Maktoum into the equation as well. I still feel like knowing her track history with the types of people that she attracts and the type of situations she's gotten herself into, she probably is somebody who's accustomed to like still trying to show up for people that she doesn't need to show. You see it even in her friendship stuff. She be riding for people kind of, and it's just like, you don't, she doesn't have she doesn't know when to turn it off. This whole, let me help everybody and bring people up. Like, no, people, if you run across the wrong people in life, they will take advantage of that shit. And that's probably what's happening. So
I don't understand how she doesn't, I don't understand how she is in the same sentence where she's sitting here having a discussion with Nina and Saba about a nanny, somebody you thought you could, that you put your trust in with your kid, and this person showed you their true selves, and you don't step back on your boyfriend. You don't step back and be like, whoa, God is trying to tell me something. Like, you literally should be like,
yes, that goes back to what I was saying in the last two scenes or whatever about like when something happens, y'all, you need to self-evaluate like you just need to like just reassess your whole life. Not to say that Sara did anything wrong in this situation. She didn't do anything wrong except for listen to him and turn down that money, if you ask me. But she should have like really taken that time to see, oh, the nanny's doing, oh, like let me. And you would think, especially she's the person that's on her healing journey and she's so spiritual, she's so this and that. I would just think that she would have be more self-aware in this situation and sit down and think like, let me just like take a breather and really like figure out who needs to be in my life and who doesn't.
And
that's really as simple as it gets. I don't know how.
That's definitely what she should be thinking about. That and the fact that like literally that your son could have been put on the market. You know, they were asking what he looked like. Oh, and it was beautiful, and his skin is nice looking and all this other stuff. So the fact, like literally, I don't understand how she is sitting here talking so clear.
I'm doing background checks on everybody. The landscapers,
I'm not letting Saba and Nina sit in my house at this moment.
Y'all can't even come in. I'm sorry. Like we could just meet.
Literally, like we're gonna go meet somewhere else. I don't
really want. I don't even want production really in here. Like we would have had to do something totally different. You would have seen like a mid-season, like me and Airbnb. Like you would have seen like a whole like, yeah, when the cameras went down, I figured out all these things. Like it would have been so different when I came back on the screen. And we're not saying this, y'all, to say that like Sara doesn't love her child or nothing like that. But it's just like
you're really taking all these levels to the extreme for him and saying, yeah, I'm gonna keep her in jail. I'm pressing charges. I'm gonna keep my foot on her neck. I'm gonna do that. Well, I'm gonna need you to keep your foot on everybody else's neck that's near you. And even if you have to be like, look, this is what's happening. my trust levels is down here. No disrespect to y'all. If I act a little different, because I am. if you feel like I'm got my guard up, I do. Like literally, that's what we're gonna be doing. And for you to turn down $45,000 to somebody that would even ask you to do something so stupid,
like that would never happen over here. Like just saying, I'm not trying to brag on my husband or like that. I doubt that would happen over here. I doubt that would happen over.
You already know 40. Like, my husband would be like $4,500. You're not turning it down. Like 45,000.
He probably put my shoes on my feet for me.
You needed me to Uber you? How far is it, babe? Like literally, come on now. So that's a red flag, and you're still gonna give this man a chance. And he's showing you who he is. He went and took the $3,000 to $5,000 job,
which also is like, I don't, because I don't want you guys to think
that's $40,000 less than what you was gonna make.
Exactly.
If you don't get away from me,
y'all not even operating on the same wavelength. First of
all, not nearly.
No real big gigs or nothing. Anyway, yeah, Sara, do better. I mean, I heard you have, but I guess I don't know if we're going to talk about it. I'm assuming she'll address it on the reunion, but I haven't watched any of these interviews out here with her talking about the full dissolution of their situationship. So yeah. Moving on though, y'all. Lesa and Stanbury, they have this lunch meetup, and this is where I start to have some pictures.
Okay.
I can't, before we even get into it.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Could be because I told you about it last week with this.
What?
Why does she keep doing this?
Oh my God. I know what you're about to say.
I don't care if they're Chanel, like and it's not like this dress is like super beautiful or nothing, but it's just, if you're going to do the like sandals or like sneakers thing, it only works with certain looks, and it's just can we get a mule? It could be a kitten heel. Can we get or even a jeweled sandal or something? She keeps putting these like
gladiator Hercules sandals on.
I
get out your Hercules sandals, okay? Stop.
I need to tweet her something.
Why white? Why are they wearing white?
Is she having like a foot issue? Like, because that's fine. I mean, hey, Beyonce out here she be having her issues. So my feet are flat. So I get it. But like, honey, I just need to get that out there.
Oh, in your Sergio voice, honey.
Like, what's going on here? But anyway, they go and they meet up or sit down, I should say. And I feel like Stanbury was still laying it on thick with the whole like, I feel like I got hit by a bus on this trip and like she keeps like making it seem I'm not gonna say that she wasn't given the cold shoulder and stuff like that, but like she sat out in the spiritual activities and everything else and whatever. So I just would think that she would have got her mind back together by now. She would have bounced back. Like, girl, you are not that just like today in my Marlo voice, today drained me. Like, goodbye. Like, it's not that serious. Anyway, so they order whatever. Shout out to Lesa for ordering a king crab salad. I clearly need to try that. Lesa, she opens it up basically by saying that things between them began to go left at the dinner voice note dinner, that dinner. And she felt like, you know, Stanbury threw Ayan under the bus, and that's how things really jumped off the porch. So Stanbury's like, girl, look, I say sorry. I'm sorry, of course, but it wasn't supposed to be a dig at you or Ayan. I would never want to come between y'all's friendship or anything like that. I actually am enjoying y'all right now. And Lesa's like, you know, we gotta take it back to square one though. Like, if we really want to move forward, we need to go back to like the origin of where things started to fall apart between us. And Lesa, she's like, you know, I was just really hurt about the things that were done and said to me. We get this flashback to last year's reunion when they were going at each other. And Stanbury's like, well, I was provoked. I mean, I took responsibility, but like I was provoked. That's kind of where Stanbury's coming from. And Lesa's like, oh, provoked, and then you called me an escort or whatever. Like, and then, yeah, I think that's when we got the flashback or whatever. And this is where I said it earlier that I kind of saw like Lesa starting to lean to the side of like, we don't really got to focus on what I did in the situation or whatever, because she said, should I have said certain things? No. And then like goes on to get back onto what Stanbury did. I just feel like that wasn't really showing like a full like accountability for the role that you played in it or whatever. Because it's like, yeah, did I say things? Sure. Just like with what Rich said or whatever, like, I highly doubt Ayan would just do that or whatever. Like, did you do like she's like a type of person that you have to like kind of like push a little bit to really like have them sit down in the bed that they made type of thing. Like, I feel like she doesn't take extra time to focus on the role that she played and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, it's called minimizing her role. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I saw that right there. I didn't really think that was cool.
I saw that too, sis. I did. I was like, you keep
like glazing over, like
there you go, glazing over it.
Like what? No, like we need to let's fully sit in this and then get up and sit in this. Like, she wants to just hop over this and just sit right into this. Like, you know, like when you skip a step when you're going up the steps, like she wants to like do the no. So she continues to speak about how not only did Stanbury's words hurt her when she said, you know, called her escort and, you know, had this whole insinuation out there, but that's already, you know, well, first of all, we're in Dubai. I'm a Black woman. There's already this stereotype out here that I'm more than likely an escort anyway. That's already just like the stigma over here. They have this idea that we just be over here escorting. I ain't never been there. I don't know. So she's like, you know, it didn't just hurt me. It hurt my entire family. Like, I got, you know, the parents that I always want to drop the boys off at school because I think they're going to like be looking at me weird. I'm thinking they're not going to want to invite the boys to their birthday parties, the parents and stuff. Like, you really like have me out here looking crazy. And it's like, that's not even that's not even me. Like, I'm college educated. I come from a good family, whatever she said. And my parents work super hard. I work super hard. Like, that's just not cool. And that really hurt her. And I think that's valid, but we'll get into that in a second. And Stanbury's like, I'm apologizing because I didn't think about the bigger picture here, that was gonna, roll into the long term and stuff like that. And so they get out what they need to get out for the most part, and they're able to settle things in the end and toast to genuinely liking each other. Yeah. How did you feel about that?
Sorry, I was eating oatmeal cream cookie. That's why I was like, I feel like it's phony baloney of both of them. I think they might really like each other, but not for each other. like she a cool person, long as she stay over there. Lesa's cool, long as she stay over there with Ayan. That's how I don't feel like we cool. We need to kick it. Like we had a great time together. I don't know. I feel like they both was faking phony at that point. I do agree with what she. I really am happy that Stanbury took accountability for what she said, because that was very detrimental to call somebody an escort or any of that, especially if there's a stigma over there.
Mm-hmm.
Black women, don't do that, girl. Don't be trying to be below the belt and you doing too much.
Remind me of this later, because I feel like Stanbury also, like, no, I genuinely, y'all, don't always believe that she's out here trying to be malicious by the things she says, but I think that is that British, that humor or whatever. The stuff that she says sometimes, yeah, it definitely can be taken differently, and I don't think that she always understands who her audience is, who her castmates are, I think I will say that about Stanbury, because she said something later on in the episode that made me still think, like, that's probably why Lesa feels some type of way right now, because you just be saying stuff, and I'm the last person to make things a race issue or anything like that. But it's just like, there's certain, how do I say this? There's certain groups of people, in my opinion, that can kind of navigate certain spaces without worrying of how that can make them look or whatever, or worrying about the same worries that I feel or somebody else may feel or whatever. Sometimes individuals just, they don't, that doesn't exist in their space. They don't have to wonder how it's going to be if they say a certain thing or show up a certain way or whatever. So I think a lot of times Stanbury is speaking from that place where she just like, no, you can't just say that, like, because that same stigma, going back to escort comment, like, that doesn't exist for you. So you don't think like, she doesn't put herself in other people's shoes enough, I feel like.
True. I agree with that. That's very true. Yeah, I don't believe that they genuinely like each other. They might have said that in that moment, but I don't think they like each other, because clearly Lesa told Rich, well, Ayan thought that Stanbury was her friend, found out that I'm her only friend. I was like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, first of all, that don't even sound right. Like, that's weird that you would even say that you're her only friend. Are you crazy? Who else don't? I don't think there's a problem that nobody likes Ayan. So that was just weird for me. And that's controlling. Like, you basically saying without you, she's nothing. It's like, wait a minute. And I want to go back to the scene before that with Saba and Sara.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about the fact that in Dubai they don't do, they're not as rah as the States, and it's nothing. Because let me tell you something, if I seen my nanny,
I'd be in jail
packing up and my stuff was with that, a pair of my underwear or gold or my mama's anything, they would have had to peel me off of her. My son would have to peel me off of her.
Well, there would have been that, because she would already, the threat would have been neutralized before the authorities even got there. If it was me,
she wouldn't have been able to leave with nothing, not even her own stuff.
She wouldn't have hands. She wouldn't have hands to carry the stuff outside. Like,
just no way. So I wanted to touch on that while you were talking. I said I didn't talk about the fact that she looking at in Dubai, because that nanny wouldn't have never made it through.
Yeah, Sarah's not, maybe again, not saying she don't take her son serious or anything like that, but she lucky she didn't meet. Yeah, she lucky there wasn't anybody else, because.
And to me, she would be justified for the crime and turning off the camera, bringing men in the house. Did they touch the little boy? Like, you don't know what happened. Did it? And you see how her son is with Akeem. You know, you know how sensitive and wanting to. He wants to be needed and wants to be loved so bad. So if somebody walked in that house and did that or was nice to him, and he's like, you know, it's my nanny's friend, they got to be cool. Like, you just don't know. All right, that's enough about that. It
actually sucks because it's going to turn out. And I don't want to say this and have you guys think like I feel as though we're obligated, like it's our right to have access to celebrities and public figures' children, because that's absolutely not. I am no. I totally understand when people are like, you're not getting involved in my kids' lives or whatever, but like. This could have really like broke his spirit and stuff, like for real. Like he likes to be on the camera, like he's funny and stuff like that. I just hope this doesn't like, you know, make him like reduce his personality and his spirit and stuff, and then we see him less and stuff like that. Like, I hate that happened. I really do. That shouldn't happen.
It's just that's a lot. But getting back to Stanbury and Lesa. Yeah, I don't trust them. No, I don't trust them too.
They don't trust each other. I don't even know why. Like, why were you like? They should have just agreed to like, and it's okay, y'all. You're not gonna get along with everybody in life, but they need to just realize that they're just two personality types that are probably not meant to be friends, and that's okay.
And that's fine.
This is where I also picked up on kind of, I don't know if you caught this kind of like weird comment. I feel like. Lesa was like, as they were getting ready for the polo match or whatever, and they popped in on Lesa. I think she was getting glam or whatever, and she was like, I reckon Ayan's showing up in feathers. And I want to say, I don't know if somebody had already said like a lot of times the girls like they come through like thinking it's like they're going to the horse races, but it's like it's polo, which is totally different. And I think that's when Lesa was like, yeah, I reckon Ayan's gonna show up in feathers. It's just like, I don't know. I felt like that was, yes, exactly.
A dig. It was a dig.
That's what I'm saying. So this is painting a picture of like, I think this whole time, like Ayan's probably gonna be super hurt in the end because she realized that Lesa really wasn't like her friend as thick as she thought. Like, I think certain things just keep coming up, and it's just like, she's giving me the like, we're cool unless you're doing like better than me type thing. But yeah, it's the day of the polo event, y'all. Brooks, of course, if she arrives first because it's her event, and she of course needs to let us know that this is very much her thing. She goes way back with the Al Habtour family for years and years and years. They own 2 polo teams. Her son actually was basically raised on the polo field. So
put my pinky up. Let me put my pinky up while you talk.
I mean, I shouldn't hate because I'm all about elevated experiences, and seeing another Black woman having elevated experiences is always good in my book. But it's just because it's Brooks, y'all. We gotta troll her.
We got to mess with Brooks. She messed with everybody.
Got to. So then Saba and Sara show up next. It was giving Kentucky Derby a little bit, which is why I think someone had said earlier, again, like a lot of times they take this and think it means horse race attire. So they
I'm about to look it up as you talk. What is you got it?
Yeah, I'm just waiting until they all. I'm gonna show them at the end.
Because I really, literally, when I was watching, I was like, I want to look that up and see who was supposed to dress like what. Because yes, like the Derby, you're supposed to dress nice, right? You're supposed to look good. Like the hats.
I feel like now. I went to like the races. Now I feel like I have to go to a polo game and dress like that. I know less about that attire. I looked it up too, but like, I think it's just more fun to dress like for the races. Except I like a certain person's outfit a lot. So we'll get into that.
Who's?
I'll let you know in a second.
Oh, you haven't told me. Okay, because I'm wondering if it's the same person.
Probably. So all the ladies start showing up. Is Talene, Rafi, and their dog. Lesa, Stanbury, and her human backpack. Ayan comes in this big ass black hat. This it's a lot. It's a lot going on. As they start trickling in, y'all, we're like, okay. And
nobody's cohesive is what we're saying. Okay. Okay is no cohesiveness.
Completely going to different places through and through. But we'll get off the fashions for 2.2 seconds to talk about the fact that this is the first time that Brooks and Rafi are going to see each other in person. We know that Talene and Brooks have made up, well enough for the moment, but this is her first time seeing Rafi. And in her confessional, like they greet each other or whatever, nice enough in the moment. But in her confessional, Brooks is like, I was actually more hurt by, how Rafi, like the whole thing with Rafi, because I go way back even further with him than I do with Talene. And, just the way he was coming at me and stuff, we definitely do have to talk one-on-one or whatever, but this is not the time or place. So that doesn't happen in this episode. I wonder if we're going to see it this season. Hopefully don't happen at the reunion because, they probably never talked anyway. So they are all, talking. Everybody is there, and Brooks goes to Stanbury, I believe, and she's like, did she say hi to you? Talking about Ayan, and she's like, yeah, she did, which I'm just like, Stanbury, I feel like wasn't trying to be like weird about it, but I feel like Brooks is being weird by asking the question, like, because it's just like, why are you trying to make sure that why did you need to bring that up? You didn't. And Michael was also there. And they then, going back to the fashions, they all proceed to like roast each other. And everybody's like, why is it you, Brooks, you look like you're going to a funeral.
No, first Ayan walked up and Ayan started it. She was like, why do I look better than all of you guys put together? I said,
yes, she did.
What is going on?
A couple were giving funeral.
He was giving funeral.
I think Ayan and Brooks were giving funeral, if you ask me. Yeah. If you really looked at, especially where Brooks had on the glasses and stuff, like she
absolutely
was funeral. Here, I'll pull up the picture now.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So yeah, as you can see, everybody was going somewhere different. Some better than others, but this was what we were left with. You see, Stanbury still has on her chunky shoes. We see Ayan with the big black hat. We see Lesa,
her back is out, y'all. Ayan's back is out on the dress.
Lesa
covered, but no covered.
Lesa has she actually has her dog too, which I thought was cute. Lesa and her dog.
Yes.
Brooks. Saba is very blue, and Sarah's Sarah. She's fully colored as she usually is. We'll get into like who won this little contest or whatever later, but that's the looks for now. Yeah. So they all sit down or actually, no, this was the moment where Talene was like, she peeped Stanbury's shoes and was like you're pretty, like, and you got on these big Prada, like chunky sandals. Like, where's the picture? I have a closer up picture of that. And at the same time, I was like, Talene, you can't really say anything because wait, where's the picture?
Talene looked like she going. She had a wedding, like she's part of a wedding party, but not the wedding, but like a bridal.
That looks like she kind of was given, like, when like the brides will have like 12 outfit changes, and that's what
I'm saying. That's what I get. I see brides.
We just, I don't know. I'm about to do a dance for him outfit or something. That's mingling, and I need to be able to walk around and greet everybody outfit or something after the reception. But Talene can't talk because why was her husband in here and like basically birthing?
No!
Why did Sam? Shout outs to Wendy Williams. Why he came in here with sandals on? So goodbye. Like, anyway,
did not notice that.
My eyes went right to them. But afterwards, they toast, and Lesa asks about what all is going on with Sarah's nanny. And Sara tells her the whole nine again, and Lisa's like Lesa, it really internalized it because she lets us know that the nannies are like their life over there. Like they don't have their families and stuff as expats. So this is just her want her mom to be there even more because like you don't know who to trust basically. Mm-hmm. And the nanny by this time is in jail. She's like, so everybody's like, oh my God, like just so much. And this is where she was like, yeah, Maktoum was the guy called him like beautiful and stuff, just like total just like weird stuff, like so weird. It was giving, yes, very much he wanted to hold him for ransom or some type of trafficking, some type of weird situation. Mm-hmm. So after this, why did I write? Oh, never mind. I picked up on a couple comments from like the guys that I was like, okay, Rafi, I felt like was trying to make a moment with the whole oyster comment. I was like, see, he needed to make sure his voice was heard. Like, I heard you. Mm-hmm. And then Michael called Sergio ski whipped.
I was like, Michael, I'm gonna need you to calm your best friend down. That's what I need.
Very enthusiastic when he wants to like air her stuff out or whatever. Like he's very like, because maybe he said that trying to joke, but like he wasn't joking. He was 100% serious. And it's okay if you're serious about these things, but at the same time, don't be like smiling in my face then and like, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's almost like a disrespect.
Because you give them money just to tell people that you be giving them money. Like you can't play both sides. It's either
exactly
you accept the person for not being ish, or you smile, and you can't troll me and smile. Weird. Just kind of he's giving a little weird. Anyway,
yeah, I agree with that.
Stanbury, she's grown up like around polo, of course, whatever. She's poloed out in life. She been matches with the Queen and celebrities. She went with a whole bunch of matches with her ex, who has a polo team over here in the States. Like, she knows polo. So they go out to do this like gold coin search, which I'm like, I was kind of confused. It didn't really
I'm still confused. Are they looking for boo boo? What are they looking for?
I don't know. Like, I was like, I don't.
Is it real gold? Like, what are we? Did they bury gold somewhere? Is it
somebody's shoes got messed up? Like, it was like I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah,
I didn't know why they were out there, but I mean, if there was gold out there and they were digging for it, Lesa lets us know that Brooks would be very good at that. So I wonder how Brooks felt about that comment.
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
I didn't look and see what Brooks was tweeting this week. I'm sure she had she said a response back to that. I'm sure she did. But once they go back up to sit down, Ayan and Stanbury sit down again, and Stanbury tells Ayan how her lunch went with Lesa and it went well and everything. And then Ayan's like, oh, good, because I'm glad you patched things up. And Stanbury winds up apologizing again. And she, at this point, is very much aware that she's kind of like she's the main person apologizing. Like, she's probably the main only person apologizing. So that isn't going unnoticed by her, but she's playing the game right now. So, okay. And they both know that it backfired on them. Do you though? Okay.
After don't you feel like Stanbury was really trying to push it on Ayan, like, we both were trying to poke fun. We both were trying to. I was like, Stanbury, stop trying to bring her in on what you were trying to do.
The same thing with Lesa, though, where we're like, Lesa, stop glazing over, whatever. I think everybody played a part. Like, Stanbury definitely shouldn't have thrown that out there like that. No. Ayan, you probably should have kept it between you guys. Lesa, you probably shouldn't have sent it in the first place. Everybody can use some self-reflection.
Everybody play.
Be better in life. Sara, stop trying to help everybody. Celine, figure out who you want to be friends with.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody did something in this. Saba speak. Like everybody did something. Nina, come back. Anyway.
Nina, come back. She threw that out there quick.
Anyway, but in her confessional though, this is something I definitely picked up on. Ayan's like, she's not blaming Stanbury for coming between her and Lesa.
Come on.
Me and Lesa came between me and Lesa, basically, and that's made her see Lesa in a different light. It's a big betrayal for her, and at this point, she's crying, like in her confessional, like it had a pretty like dark like tone to it. And that's why I said what I said earlier, y'all, that the confessionals, we got to keep in mind the confessionals are shot afterwards, after everything is said and done. So what really Ayan was probably saying is based upon what's to come, basically. I'm sorry I missed your comment, Kevin. Ayan may have caught Cougar.
No thought.
Sugar.
Really with thought.
Cougar, yet Sugar Mama, he is the one with the money. Yeah, she meant Cougar, but
right. Right. We know she get it backwards. We know.
Yeah, just completely just. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I feel like that was foreshadowing for what is to come. Because she was way too like I felt the emotion in that confessional. I did.
We saw it when I saw the tear. I was like, wait a minute, Ayan's crying. And like you said, and it didn't dawn on me that we're looking at actor, and one of them can be as hard as they want to be, but when one is, I ain't gonna say bullying, but when one feels like they're the most right and self-righteous at that time, and the other one is like, well, I didn't really do nothing that bad, and I didn't know it was gonna turn into this. That's what I feel from Ayan. Ayan is just like, dang, I did not know all this was turning into this. I'm sure in Ayan's mind she thought they were gonna get through this, but Lisa's kind of on the weird side.
Yeah, it's definitely that. She's definitely mourning the loss of their friendship, and when she said this, like it's a lot. But Lesa, I don't really see Lesa speaking like she's not really phased. I feel like anyway. And then to make matters worse, like the group is kind of still like poking fun a little bit, Stanbury's like, oh yeah, the old Lesa would have saved you a seat. Because then Lisa's at the end, and then they all are kind of like ha ha hee hee, but it's just like
that ain't funny.
Y'all aren't. It's not funny because it's we're actually seeing it play out exactly like that. It's only fun if that's not really how things are going, but things are going like that right now. And I actually meant to bring this up earlier when I said Stanbury says things and I don't think she really thinks about what she's fully saying and how it could affect that person in their life. When she was like, yeah, not, and again, they were roasting each other about these outfits, but when she was like naughty school headmistress, I was just like, that I probably just wouldn't refer to her as anything like that, like anything sexual, like I mean, it wasn't really giving naughty.
Unless that's what you're looking at and that's what you're feeling like, that in your mind she is a sexy whoop-de-wop. So you're telling on yourself, but basically, because you should be smart enough to know, don't say stuff like that. Y'all done had a conversation about you calling her an escort. So don't make no sexual innuendos about this lady at all. Like, leave that off the table.
I wouldn't have anything to say to anything. Like I wouldn't have anything to say about good, bad, indifferent. I would have nothing to say about Lesa in her life right now if that was the case. And that wouldn't even been done off the strength of really like, because at the end of the day, no, I don't feel like at this point they really feel like confident that they're going to be friends and that they get along like that. But even if you don't see it for Lesa still, I still wouldn't have said anything because according to you care so much about being friends with Ayan. So you shouldn't have negative things to say about anything right now, Stanbury. It's not going to go over well for you, but
period.
I just wanted to bring that up because I referred to it before. Anyway, this is when Brooks and proceeds to rate the ladies' outfits or rank them, and she actually gave first place to Lesa and second place to Talene, which I agree with. I do agree with. I agree with both. I don't really like that yellow. I don't really like that yellow bag with this for some reason. I mean, I guess she maybe was doing like a pop of color thing.
What,
but like,
what she was trying to do is and her the scarf on top of the hat.
I don't mind that, but I don't like the yellow bag. It was just random to me.
Because at the top of the like that scarf has like kind of mustardy, goldish, brownish things in it, and then that same color was in on the dog's tie.
I don't like it.
I agree. When I saw Lesa pop up, I said she looked most like the person that when Lesa popped up, I think she looked most. Now I ain't never been in a polo game, y'all. So
I think about like the polo store, like I think about what is polo known for? Polos, like
right. So
very preppy,
she fit that to me. So when I saw her, I was like, oh, that's what I thought they were gonna be looking like.
The country club.
That's my thing. If that's Brooke's thing, and that's what she does, and she goes to these things, why was she dressed the way she was dressed?
She was dressed like a undertaker. Does she not look like she's the owner of a funeral home?
Mm-hmm.
She does.
Definitely does. I don't know.
That's why her and Phaedra are friends, because she probably borrowed this outfit.
Yes. Look, just why was I? Yes. You was reading my mind. I'm like, she looks like Phaedra right here. I mean, we all Phaedra like that.
Watkins embalming the body. So yeah, yeah. And Ayan is kind of giving funeral as well. So she's giving like widow.
Widow.
Yes, rich. I am now rich because my very, very wealthy, much older husband has parents, and I am here. Stanbury looks like she's just picking her kids up from a beach birthday party or something, and she's about to go to Target after. And Saba and Sara, yeah, they look like they're going to the horse races. I still don't. I like Saba's outfit, I guess, more than Sarah's, but
really, I like Sarah's outfit better than Saba's.
I don't like either. I don't like either one of them.
I don't like either one of them either. But if I was going, I like the
bag.
I like the it looks. I think Sara looks better in her dress.
Bag behind her, Saba.
Green bag.
Why is she wearing a green bag? Like,
wow.
Metallic, like a silver bag, maybe. Anyway, whatever.
I don't particularly like the hat and the glasses either on Talene.
Like, no, there's certain things that could have been styled better, but for some reason, I just don't mind it as much as I mind the other ladies' outfits. Anyway, y'all, the final scene we get, y'all, and for real though, I was really upset by this because I was perfectly fine with the episode until this scene. I'm like, why did you have to end on this? Like, why couldn't you just end at the country or at the polo match? Like, why do we have to segue over here? It ruined the episode. Just saying. It's Stanbury and Sergio, and
I was like, what happened? Oh my god.
Birthday. And he's planned a really nice sunset cruise though. You're going off on this boat and whatever. And then earlier that day, we actually had a flashback. He had, not that picture. He had set up the house like really nice and everything, which I thought was cute. And he even gave her a mini Birkin, which I thought was nice. But yeah, the actual like festivity is them on this boat. And when they get on the boat, he has this cake that is literally modeled after their house. And honestly, like we give Sergio a lot of heat and stuff, but I think he did a really good job with this. I think that was very thoughtful. She appreciated it. She said that he's like the most thoughtful human ever, and that's more than likely obviously what probably attracted her to him. And she didn't have this type of like thought or thoughtfulness. Her first husband probably didn't have this thoughtfulness about himself, maybe. So maybe that's what attracted her to him. So he tends to knock the birthdays and stuff, I guess, out of the park or whatever, because she doesn't like she likes gifts, but she doesn't actually like the surprise aspect of things. So, which I mean, that's not bizarre. I know people that don't like surprises either, but yeah, we kind of see it's nice to still see them have these good moments, because it's like, what the hell did attract you guys? Like, they seen them in nothing but chaos. Like, it's usually chaos around them or some weird conversation or whatever. So it's actually better to have these moments because it balances it out and doesn't have us looking at them crazy all the time.
Like, why are we here?
Quickly shattered though at the same time, because she's like, before it's shattered, she said something that I feel like revealed what her true intentions were at first, which is, she said, for people, they have affairs with men like you. They don't marry and start families, which is exactly what she probably did and got in over her head and got her feelings all caught up in the mix or whatever. And she knew dang well that she originally was, signing up to do just that. She knows it. Like, I don't know if you guys clocked it, but we did.
Mm-hmm.
But again, and then it continues to take a decline when we get back on this baby conversation. He's in the confessional talking about how before they got married, they did not have that conversation. They are moving faster than the speed of light, and they did not discuss the whole baby conversation, which is why we're in the boat we're in now. Mm-hmm. Literally and figuratively, because they were in a boat. Haha. Y'all caught that. So he asks her, he's like, straight up, like, look into my eyes. Are we actually having a baby or not? And she's like, right now, not.
Right.
For some reason, that still doesn't, just like we said earlier with Sara, how she should have just known when to cut it off, when to do what she needed to do. I feel like at this point, he should have done that and been like, there's no more conversation that needs to be had. He doesn't do that though. He continues to kind of try to like push her into like wanting a baby by repeating, I want a baby. I want a baby. I want a baby. Like, that's just what he kept repeating. And it was just like, and this is the one thing that may divide them, is what she feels, because she knows this is not a situation that's just going to work out itself. He's not letting up on it. They keep postponing it. They keep pushing it to the right, but it keeps coming back. Mm-hmm. And again, I just felt like they ruined the whole episode with this scene.
Yeah, we could have they could have saved that scene. They could have took the scene out. They could have put it on the next scene. The episode did not need to end with us feeling sorry for her human backpack again about him wanting to be a father. That's the boy wants to be a father. He wants to be somebody's daddy. He wants to be able to tell somebody what to do. He wants to have a legacy. And there's nothing wrong with that, other than your wife is 47 years old and already have kids already here, and you didn't discuss this before y'all got married. Hi, Nani. But it doesn't even make sense. I just don't. It doesn't make sense to me. Y'all don't discuss something that is so very important to you, like the most important thing to you. You don't discuss this with your wife, soon to be wife. This just doesn't make sense. So good luck, Sergio, getting this kid. I don't know if having a kid is going to make their relationship stronger. We said this earlier, and we back at it again. We don't know if that's going to make their relationship stronger or them stay more together if they don't have one. Like,
yeah, I think that so many things, all the questions that we've been wondering, all the scrutiny that we've been dishing out over here really came to the surface this episode, because she let us know what her original intentions were. He let us know that they didn't do the work that they were supposed to do on the front end before walking down the aisle. It's just like every time they come on screen, so much is revealed about their relationship. And I don't think that either one of them is wrong, though, at the same time, for feeling the way they feel. She's had her kids. She's done with that phase of her life. He hasn't had kids. He wants that in his life. I just think that this is one of those situations that, if they would have did what they were supposed to do in the beginning, and they should have just kept it surface level or whatever, because this is not a situation that is just going to work itself out. And each day you're only digging yourselves deeper into the hole. And now you got like this house you just got and stuff, and you on a show. Like, there's just so much stuff that's being added to the plate constantly without getting this situation wrapped up. Because if you got this situation wrapped up, you more than likely wouldn't have anything to put else on your plate, because you guys wouldn't be together. Like, you see how this works, y'all. I don't know how else to say it. I never had this problem before.
And I just feel like if she do get to this baby, like we said this before, like, is it gonna make her? I would hope it would make her, fall more in love with her husband, want to be more of a stay-at-home mom type of deal. But the way Stanbury is, I don't see that
happening. I don't see it happening, and that's because of her. And I feel like she's exhibited those same traits in other situations, even in this episode, how it began with her talking about like, oh, like, yeah, we're all under the same roof now, life is good, like, we don't have to worry about this anymore and stuff like that. She always has that same reaction, I feel like, towards like everything that was like previously like a negative, and now she tries to look at it like kind of like a positive, and I feel like also kind of glazes over the bulk of the issue. She did the same thing when she sat down with Yasmin, where it's just like, well, yeah, it's always hard when you get a new, when you're blending families or someone new comes in the picture and stuff. Like, she says things to kind of rationalize her poor decision making, instead of like, she always is kind of like trying to look at the glass half full, when it's like, no, you need to sit in your bad decisions. Like, sorry, she doesn't do it enough.
Maybe that's why she's being a stickler for this baby and not trying to have her be stuck. But she needs to, just then let your husband go there.
She would still be like, I gave him the baby and everything's perfect. Like, she wouldn't, it's not going to change her and make her, it would just be to pacify him. It wouldn't be because she wants that child. And it would be something else. Like, she doesn't have that in her, I don't think. And it's okay, but it's only not okay when you aren't honest with yourself or your partner. But that was it.
Yep, that was it, y'all.
That's gonna sound so messy. I'm excited to see what this argument is about between Talene and Lesa. That's probably why Talene's been in her confessional still going at Lesa every 5 minutes, every time we turn around, saying something.
Did you check Brooke's ex to see if she?
I'm gonna do it right now.
Check and see, because you can get to it real quick, just to see if her Talene said anything. Not Talene, but
because we finished a bit early, so we got a little time, y'all. Let me go on overhead, because she was talking about something. She'd be on here with her Twitter fingers. Let me share.
You guys hit that like button just in case y'all came in late, which is fine. As long as you came in is all we really concerned with. Just make sure you hit the like button on both channels.
She just said Twitter finger. See? Because you are. Even your sister said it. Why did my sister have her phone on Twitter finger? She said she waited when she was drinking her coffee. She tried to hack my ex account twice to lock me out. Oh, I don't know what this was going to, but okay.
Yeah, it's cute.
No, I know she said something. This was or maybe not. When did this episode go out? Today's the 22nd, so it came out on the 20th. Okay.
It's the 20th.
Lesa, speak on it. Lesa tweeted this, I guess. It's different when you live in Dubai as a Black woman, because they try to give us this label here. If we're doing well, have money, look good, etc., we had to sell our bodies for it, and that's simply same to Russian women too. Okay. And Caroline retweeted it with saying, Lesa speak on it, and it's always non-Black women making prostitution references and insinuating successful Black women are sleeping with married men or escorting to their lifestyle. It's disgusting. And I feel like she was also subliminally talking specifically about Talene when she said that, because remember those comments that Talene made when she was on Watch What Happens Live, and she insinuated that, yeah, Brooks basically slept her way.
Oh, yeah, she did say that.
So are we not only getting the women saying this, but we're getting a real life example of this on the show. This is a stigma. This is a stereotype there. People do this. We see it with Talene. Absolutely seems that in their view, a Black woman's success and achievements must be tied to something as demeaning as selling her body. This is a narrative that desperately needs more attention and discussion. Have you noticed how boring and unimportant Talene has been for 4 episodes since she hasn't been fighting with Brooks? Chaotic. Brooks replied, I was her storyline the first 10 episodes. Nothing else was memorable. Without me fighting her battles and her having a chance to be a two-faced backstabber, she becomes background noise. Bali was fun though. We had a good time. Ooh. I mean, do you agree? Would you say that Talene doesn't have a storyline without her? Do we feel like Brooks was her only storyline? Like, you think Brooks was valid in saying that?
What else have we got? What else has she gave us other than we know what she used to do? But she haven't gave us anything other than when she argued with Brooks. So I could say that's true.
Yeah, she doesn't even have like a subplot storyline. I don't think.
Other than her husband trying to get her pregnant.
But we haven't heard anything else about that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That was the only other storyline.
Why Lisa's reading her down in the next episode about not having
a business.
What's going on in her life, which is fine, y'all. But it's the dishonesty that we can't get down with. If you ain't got nothing going on, you ain't got nothing going on. But don't lie and stir up stuff to make stuff happen. This right here, though. Chanel Ayan says she's not going in nicely for Caroline Brooks at the reunion. If karma catches somebody every single day, it's Brooks. I want to know, because her and Lesa are friends now. So I want to know.
Lesa and Brooks are friends? Wait.
It wasn't even about
wait, who's friends now?
Lesa and Brooks have been, such close friends now that
yeah.
I didn't even think that it was probably maybe Lesa or Brooks that was the instigator and the one in between the mess between them more than maybe Stanbury was then. Probably based on this comment, them like having like seething hatred for one another right now. And this tweet tells me that the way things ended in the season was not good between them. And I'm assuming Lesa is involved in it too, because her and Brooks are friends now. And yeah, and then Brooks retweeted it by saying, and if Satan is a person, he's 100% Chanel lying Ayan. Bruja. Ooh. Lying on your best friend and swearing on your loved ones on national TV, knowing dang well you are lying. You will regret your lies forever, Ayan. You sold your soul. So sad. We're praying for you. What is about to see? This is stressing me out now.
Yeah, I want to know so bad what is about to be the camel that breaks the back.
Because I don't know who to look. I don't like looking at things that aren't like genuine things. So now I'm like thinking, obviously, this happens all the time on these shows, but I say that to say, like, I don't know what we're looking at right now. I don't know who to believe, who's lying to my face, because
man,
I don't know. Y'all let us know in the comments. How do you think this is going to go? Where do you see things like taking a turn for, like going through this process all over again, permanent designs and disagreements with me and my ex-husband? What? I need to know where things are about to go, because this is weird. And the girls are fighting. Let's go to Lisa's page real quick. Oh. See, I like Lesa Milan and her family, especially her mom, but I've always been a hardcore Stanbury fan since Ladies of London. I get the hurt Lesa feels by being called an escort, but in all fairness, she called Sergio gay, so they both told hurtful lies. I've never in my life called him that. She thought I did, but I was not the one who started that rumor, which is also why I didn't apologize for it. I still think both Lesa and Ayan are at fault for that hiccup in their friendship. They both played a part and they both did take some ownership, but still feel more weary with each other than they are admitting. I wish their friendship was strong enough to survive this.
Right.
Lesa said, I agree, which also is kind of similar to when I told you, was it 2 episodes ago or whatever, when I said Ayan liked my tweet when I was like, this fight between them is stupid. So I think they both agree that this voice note gate was stupid, but whatever is to come,
whatever really breaks it up,
is some real
Oh man, I wonder what this is gonna be. Is it gonna concern them too? Is it gonna concern their kids? Like, it's gonna concern the husbands? Like, what is gonna? Yeah, we can want to just watch and see, y'all.
Sarah issues. Meanwhile, this heifer Sara Madani at the beginning of the season was complaining about Ayan always playing the victim card. Now that she's cool with her, she's blaming Lesa Milan for that almost 50-year-old woman's behavior. She should be talking about her rented man. Facts. Huh? Wait.
Who said that?
I'm trying to understand what this means.
Rented man.
Playing the victim card. Okay, I remember that. Now that Sara and Ayan are cool, Sarah's blaming Lesa for Stanbury's behavior.
Almost 50
Sarah's blaming
Yeah.
Lesa. How is Sara blaming Lesa for Stanbury's behavior? I don't. I'm trying to think, but y'all probably see the mental gymnastics that are going through my mind right now, y'all, because I'm really trying to. Sara, I don't see where that happened.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. But
this is August 12th, so that was the week before last.
No, I know. I'm not saying this as
I'm just saying. So maybe it was something we saw in that
or something. I don't really. They want to make Lesa the villain so bad. Well, honestly, though, it starts with Lesa because okay, I get it. Sara is blaming Lesa for sending the voice note, or versus blaming Stanbury for outing it.
That's what I thought. But
no, Lesa's starting in the middle. She's glazing over it again because still shouldn't have then sent it though.
Right, because you literally knew who you were talking about. The reasoning for what you send it for doesn't make sense. You said that, I was trying to make sense on who she was speaking of. Y'all was only speaking on one person, which was Talene. You're talking about Talene and you bring this up, then that's what you were talking about. So for you to turn around and say, Ayan, who was she talking about right here in this voice note? I'm gonna send it over to you and tell me what you think. No.
Yeah. I did catch wind of that, and I think this is like even some remnants right here. This is where we found out that Saba and her were no longer friends or whatever. Yeah, they were going at each other's necks this last week or two.
Wait, Sara and Lesa were going at
it? Because remember I told you, I was like, that's where I caught that Lesa or that Sara and Saba were no longer friends. Where'd it go? Was this tweet right here where Lesa said, it's a gang up. Sara needs to worry about her own friendship. Where's Saba and why aren't you two friends anymore? Is it abuse? Is it control? Stop lying on my name and stay out of it. And I guess it's.
Did she reply to it?
Intentions were what she said they were, and
I don't want to get flagged, so I'm not going to play that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But this is probably the where Sara started to kind of jump on.
Oh, she's on an interview, and okay.
I'm gonna watch that after and see like if she spilled more tea about it. I only watched like some interviews that they did, but I
put it in our chat for me, sister. When you send it to our chat.
Yeah. Something. Yeah, I do feel like that, and I feel like we're kind of starting to see that.
Yes, we definitely see that.
I've been saying
in a few ways, in a few different ways. One, of course, she's not making the best decisions, even though she's considering her son and a lot of things. This decision making is not correct, and she's not using the consistency or the all the way across the board. Like it should be, I don't trust anyone across the board. Like not pick and choose and figure it out. Like right now, your stuff is off. So everybody's off the list. Everybody needs to be looked at a certain way. But Sara, she wants to do a second chance with Akeem. So yeah, she's off. Something's off.
And probably Sara didn't. I'm assuming when Sara did, I don't know if she played the voice note on one of her interviews or what, but she probably I'm still confused as to what all was said in the voice note, because we heard a little bit obviously in the beginning, and then after that when they played it again at the table was a different part. Like what was the serious voice note? I don't know. I guess inquiring minds will have yet to find out, y'all. I don't know. The girls are fighting. We probably only have a couple more episodes. We're assuming, y'all, this is episode 11. We're thinking maybe like 2 to 3 more, maybe, or whatever. So just be on the lookout. Sara's not who she presents herself to be, in my opinion. Yes, I've been saying that since the beginning of the season, where I'm just like, I'm not saying that she's all around disingenuous, but there's definitely something in her mix that's just like a little too good to be true. I think she does kind of. Oh, and remember, it's like she I don't know, she has like a bit of like an elitist, I don't know, attitude about her sometimes, where remember at the polo thing when she was like, yeah, polo's like, like that's like the sport here, but like it's not my vibe. Like nothing's
talking about the jewelry. People be talking to be out here with all their jewelry on and talking like high sedity basically. I was like,
I just know
we don't know.
Just like Beyonce was not her vibe. Just like nothing. I don't know. She has this weird weirdness. She wanted to hire a PI on Akeem and had exchanges with a few of the ex-girlfriends. Oh yes, I did hear she spilled more on him. I'm gonna watch all that after this. I'm gonna
go. Just simply says September 3rd is the season finale.
Yeah, so we're at the tail end here, y'all.
Mm-hmm. 2 weeks. We got 2 more, probably 2 more.
Yes, we were right. 2 more episodes.
Mm-hmm. We counted it out. We was trying to count it out because we want to get to the season finale so we can get current. Yes, we want current stuff.
Judgment, and she tries to hide through. Yes, I don't like
that. That's it. That's it right there. That's it. What you said.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. I've been.
And that's why Stanbury had to kind of let her know, like, girl, I don't know what you be talking about, Sara. I don't understand your spirituality. I don't know what you're talking about. You be trying to act like you holier than thou, and you're not. So stop and talk in your regular voice. That's what Stanbury be saying, basically.
Yeah. 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 So I'm still sticking by what I say. Pretty much, I feel like every episode at this point that everybody's at fault. Everybody has played a part in the mess of the season. So we'll be back again, y'all, to recap and review what is to come. Apparently, this is the franchise that is going to give, in my opinion, until we're done with the season, based on all these, all the little snippets that we're getting of the episodes to come. I think we'll be very much enthused until the end of the season.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. So, yep, I enjoyed y'all. thank you for popping through in the chat and everything. Shout out to everybody who's in the bushes. Don't forget to like the video on both platforms, or not platforms, on both channels. And also, if you didn't catch this live video, make sure that you leave us some comments below so we can keep the conversation going. Make sure you're subscribed, turn on your post notifications, hit that bell, and share us with your people. All the things, y'all, all the things as usual. And yeah, we'll be back next week.
Yes, we will. We see you guys next week. You guys have a great rest of y'all week and weekend. We talk to y'all later on the next one.
Yes, y'all. See y'all later. Bye.
Bye, guys.